Welcome back, folks. It is 5:17 on this wonderful Wednesday. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's jump right into the forecast. As we take a look outside at America's Mattress Live Tower Cam, we've got a lot of cloud coverage hanging out. These overcast skies are going to give a little bit of a clearing during the morning hours, but as we roll into the afternoon, some more clouds are going to show on up, and that could result in some storms. We still got up and down temperatures expected for this week. Today we're going to be hanging out in the 70s this afternoon. Tomorrow, a little bit of a drop down into those 60s in the end of the work week. The weekend is going to give us a little bit of an increase again. We can expect rain and snow in most of those mountain areas. We're just expecting rain here in the Grand Valley, really less than half an inch, if that, but those higher elevation regions this evening could be receiving up to 4 inches. And there is a low pressure system moving on in, and I'll get into that in just a second. We'll take a look. We've got a winter weather advisory, Mesa County, at least until Friday at, 12 a.m. And folks, in the years past, so May 12th is my birthday, it snowed maybe approximately 5 or 6 times in my time here in Colorado on my birthday. It looks like all of these areas could be getting up to 4 or 5 inches of snow accumulation that's actually going to stay stuck on the ground for a little while. So if you have travel plans, if you're headed out and about, those road conditions could definitely be a little bit dangerous. We'll take a look at that aerial flood warning as well. Mesa County, at least until 6 p.m. on Saturday, May 13th. Aerial flood advisory, at least until May 13th, also at 6 p.m. And we'll also take a look at this low pressure system I was just chatting about. We've got one headed on out. All of this storm action is just leaving northern Colorado, kind of while giving them a lot of hail coverage, a lot of rain coverage, a lot of thunder. That one's heading across the plains. We'll notice here, this is a low pressure system that's soon going to hit us here in the Grand Valley. We'll take a look a little bit closer because as this is moving on in, some widespread showers, still more focused along that Front Range area and more focused even along that northern Colorado region with just some scattered showers closer to Gunnison and Aspen. We'll take a look at currently at the temperatures. 50 degrees in Grand Junction, 49 in Montrose. Wind speed's pretty mild right now as well, really less than 10-15 miles an hour, and that's how it's going to stay at least until this evening. Then those wind speeds might be picking up a little bit. But like I said, those afternoon temperatures are hanging out in those low 70s, and the lows 52 instead of our typical 45, so just a few degrees warmer. That dog walking forecast, Guinness, Peaches, and Corona are sticking around with me all week this week. 9 a.m. 63, noon 72, 3 p.m. 71, and we'll notice that's when those storm clouds are going to start rolling on in as those afternoon hours. And strong severe storms are still possible from that storm system that's headed out over that Wyoming, over that Nebraska border, but still some mild storms expected along the western slope. And that pollen forecast, trees are still on the high end, grasses, weeds, mold hanging out on that low end of things tonight. 51 in Grand Junction and 44 in Montrose. Tomorrow, this is that low pressure system as it's moving on out. Widespread storms. That snow is going to kind of dissipate as it gets into the afternoon hours. Evening, though, leaving us with some pretty clear skies, setting us up for, well, a nice increase in temperatures for the weekend. However, there is some unsettled weather that could be still sticking around for the foreseeable future throughout the weekend and the early work week.